Namaste. This is MSc second semester class of physical chemistry, and the topic is particle in boxes. The particle in a box problem provides an important model for several relevant chemical situations. The above particle in a box model for motion in two dimensions can obviously be extended to three dimensions or to one. For two or three dimensions, it provides a crude but useful picture for electronic state on surface or in crystals, respectively. Free motion within a spherical volume give rise to wave functions that are used in nuclear physics to describe the motion of neutrons and protons in nuclei. It's called a shell model of nuclei, and the neutron proton fills separates sp,d etc orbitals with each type of nucleons forced to obey the Pauli's principle. These orbitals are not the same in their radial shapes as the sp,d etc orbitals of atoms, because in atoms there is an additional radial potential present. However, their angular shapes are the same as in atomic structure, because in both cases the potential is independent of pi and gamma. This same spherical model has been used to describe the orbital of valence electrons in clusters of monovalent metal atoms such as CsN, copper N, and sodium N, and their positive and negative ions. Because of the metallic nature of these species, their valence electrons are sufficiently delocalized to render the shape model rather effective. One-dimensional free particle motion provides a qualitatively correct pictures for pi electrons moving along the p-pi orbitals of a delocalized polythene. The one Cartesian dimension then corresponds to motion along the delocalized chain. In such a model, the box length L is related to the carbon-carbon bond length R, and the number n of carbon centers involved in the delocalized network. Below, such a conjugated network involving 9 centers is depicted. In this example, the box length would be 8 times the CC bond length. The wave states psi n and their energies En represent orbitals into which electrons are placed. In this example case, if 9 pi electrons are present, the ground electronic state would be represented by a total wave function consisting of a product in which the lowest 4 psi s are doubly occupied and the fifth psi is singly occupied. A product wave function is appropriate because the total Hamiltonian involves a kinetic plus potential energy of 9 electrons. To the extent that this total energy can be represented as the sum of 9 separate energies, one for each electron, the Hamiltonian allows a separate of variables in which each Hj describes the kinetic and potential energy of an individual electron. This additively of H implies that solutions of H psi is equal to E psi are products of solution to Hj psi j and is equal to Ej psi Rj. And the two lowest pi excited state would correspond to state of the form psi star is equal to psi 1a, psi 1b, psi 1 to psi 2 alpha, psi 2 beta, psi 3 alpha, psi 3 beta, psi 4 alpha, psi 5 beta, and so on. And psi dash stars is equals to psi 1 alpha, psi 1 beta, psi alpha, psi 2 beta, psi 3 alpha, and psi 3 beta, and so on, where the spin orbitals appearing in the above products depends on the coordinates of the various electrons. So the electronic excitation energy within the model would be delta E star is equals to pi star h square upon 2m 5 square upon L square minus 4 square upon L square, and delta E dash star is equal to pi star h square by 2m 6 square by L square minus 5 square upon L square for the two excited state functions described above. It turns out that this simple model of pi electron energies provides a qualitatively correct pictures of such excitation energies. This simple particle in a box model does not yield orbitals energies that relate to ionization energy unless the potential inside of the box is specified, choosing the value of the potential V0 such as V0 plus pi square h square upon 2m 5 star upon L square is equals to minus of lowest ionization energy of the 1357 non-Catrian radical gives energy levels as which then are approximations to ionization energies. The individual pi molecular orbitals psi n is equals to 2 by L to power 1 by 2 sin n pi x by L are depicted in the picture, and the model of the 135 hexatriene pi orbital system, for which the box length L is 5 times the distance RCC between neighboring pair of carbon atoms. So the simple model allows one to estimate spin densities at each carbon center and provides insight into which center should be most amenable to electrophilic and nucleophilic attack. For example, radical attack at the C5 carbon of the 9 atom system described earlier would be more facile for the ground state psi than for either psi star or psi dash star. In the former, the unpaired spin density resides in psi 5, which has non-zero amplitude at the C5 site. X is equal to L by 2 in psi star and psi dash star. The unpaired density is in psi 4 and psi 6 respectively, both of which have zero density at C5. These densities reflect the values 2 by L to power 1 by 2 sine 2 pi k RCC by L of the amplitudes of the case in which L is equal to 8x RCC for the n is equals to 5, 4 and 6 respectively. So this is about particle in a box. Thank you so much.